impersonation and really understanding that you really do have a spot in life and no matter what's going on because this is for you. You deserve what it takes to be successful and taking up space and really dealing with that imposter syndrome. And I'm here to talk to you about some of the stories that I've been dealing with on a day-to-day basis regarding just trying to find parking. And sometimes you feel like you parked in the wrong spot, but sometimes, you know what, it's really is worth being there. And so before we dive into that, got to do the intro so we can make sure we get what we need to get out of this so we can just get this going. Got to pay the bills, you guys. All right, let's go.
When you're ready to stop dreaming about that Ferrari and actually own it, tune in to the About That Wallet show. Learn sound financial concepts, behaviors, and applications, and make that dream car a reality. Why? Because you're worthy of the best. Here's your host, the exotic Anthony Weaver.
So, welcome back, everybody. So, today I'm actually, for those of you who are watching online, I am actually playing Mario World because I figured, hey, gotta get my reps in because I haven't played in like forever. And I figured, why not just kind of take a tour, walk around town, and really uh, try to talk about what I've been seeing in real world, which is just exploring life and then really taking a moment to just hang around town. So I just want to free roam, hang out. And one of the things that happen and what goes on um, in real world that I wanted to show and utilize a game to kind of explore is kind of talk about how it is when you are trying to just live your life, be the best person you can be, and you want to go ahead on and just make, life the way it's supposed to be. So, and one of the things is that what happened, and I just want to make sure the volume is not too loud versus my audio here. So, one of the things about going around in life is that we realize that parking is always a problem for us. And sometimes we just don't know what's going on when it comes to just dealing with everything in life. Far as, sometimes we feel like we don't belong. Sometimes we feel like life is just too much. We sit around town watching TV and it's just kind of like, why us? Why me? Why is it something that I have to deal with today? And one of those things that I want to talk about, which is how in the world um, do we feel like we're not the imposter? We actually belong in this particular space. And how do we do that? So, one of the things is that we do is feel as though we complain about everything. We say, "Oh, well, I'm not done this yet. I haven't finished this. Um, we haven't got a chance to really learn what's going on with everybody." So, and because we don't know what's going on, we also feel like, do I really belong here? And because we don't know that we don't belong there, we let everybody else tell us what our worth is and if we are worth having this conversation. Are we worth being in the presence of different people? And because of that, we find ourselves not showing up our true selves and being who we're supposed to be. And because we do that, it impacts how we actually see ourselves. So I want you to imagine you taking a moment to go to the store and you need to go to the grocery store because you have to figure out where in the world is you're where in the world are you going to find parking? And the reason why I'm using the parking lot as an option of things that we need to look into is because um the reason being is that like sometimes we feel as though this parking spot is not for us. And because the parking spot is not for us, we feel as though we're not worthy to sit here. So we'll sit around town and we'll see that we realize that, you know, maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe, just maybe, I'm not the one that's supposed to be eating today. Well, be like, oh, I just give up because I don't know what else to do. I can't find parking. Maybe, and the same reason why you say you can't find parking, you say the same reason why if you want to be a speaker, you say like, oh, well, nobody's looking to hire me to be a speaker. Um, Same thing happens when it comes to trying to be either if you want to be a team lead or be a leader in your space and the manager looked over you. If you're looking for a promotion, the reason why the person looked over you is because you just didn't have what it takes. No, sometimes you can see when the person is about to quit. You can see when that person is leaving the same way you can see somebody is leaving that parking spot. I want you to think about you yourself. How are you positioning yourself to take over that particular spot that that person held? And how are you actually are taking advantage of the things that are in your space right now? How are you providing as much material as necessary to make sure that you are the right one for that spot? So, granted, we talked about, finding that parking spot, finding out where life is putting you, but also we got to look into, am I really ready? And majority of the times when you say you're not ready, you majority have what it takes to fill up that spot. Just like there's a full parking lot of expensive vehicles, there could be um, a parking spot just for you because that one day that Ferrari or whatever expensive vehicle that's next to your Toyota Corolla didn't show up, which means that you have exactly what it takes to be successful, to fill that spot because that person didn't show up that one day. And so now it's your time to sit there and make sure things happen. So I want you to think about that the next time you are the next time you the next time you are just sitting around just thinking that life is just passing you by. Now, it might seems that way, but it's just think about it the same way. Is that you just don't have enough parking spots open right now. It's not passing you by. It's just not giving you what you want right now. And that's okay because we're going to make this work. And that's how it's supposed to go. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not find your spot in that particular parking lot. Is there another parking lot nearby that you can actually occupy for the meantime until you get that prime real estate parking? Now, sometimes you'd be like, well, there's prime parking when, everybody leaves. Okay, sure. But what about right now? You know, do you sit around and wait until somebody not show up so that you can go head on and take over? No. Or do you go head on and then you sit around and go to another parking spot so that you can go head on and get your practice in, get your reps in? I mean, we all do the same thing. We all got things to work on. And that's one of the things is that we need to start thinking about when we out here just trying to make life work for us. And if we're not out here doing it the right way or doing it for us, then what are we really doing? And I want you to kind of think about that. So let's start focusing on how life works. Focus on how um let's start focusing on how we can actually um improve our lives by taking that chance of doing our best. How are we actually positioning ourselves? This is all about positioning at this point. So what are we doing to position ourselves so that we can actually take over these spots that these grand people who that we look up to are doing such a great job? Like, how do we do better? So that's what I want you to think about. How can we improve what we have going on in life? And because you're not taking that opportunity to think about that, that could be another reason why you feel as though you're not ready, because you're not taking that initiative and actually looking into yourself and looking at why you haven't improved yet. You're not positioning yourself. So if you want to say that you doing an amazing job and you doing all this stuff X, Y, and Z, um, do you have to prove it to anybody? No. But do you want to showcase your work and your activities and the way that you do things because it's so unique? Then you have that opportunity. So go ahead on and do that. So, and you can do that easily. You can do it online if you want to kind of showcase yourself as an expert. But some people feel as though, well, this information need to go out to everybody. Like, I need to let them know that, you know, this is the way to go. And by doing so, you're actually providing access to other people to kind of explore you. And that's why people say YouTube is really the way to go to kind of for people to know who you are. And the only reason why they're able to do that is because it's just you. You have your followers and so forth. Sometimes the world could be your stage just by taking action and taking activities on what is going on in your life. How are you actually providing value to other people? And so that's what I want you to start thinking about is how can we position ourselves not just to take over a spot, but actually provide value to those of those people who actually follow us and really look into what it takes to, you know, going back to just filling out that position. All right. So I think it's time for me to take a break. And I'm gonna go ahead on and have me a drink while I get this going. So that's what we're gonna do. Peach, you need to figure out. I think this is Daisy that I'm playing right now. We're gonna kind of park it right here. And we're gonna do one of those. I need to find a place that actually has a street. Since I'm free roaming right now. And it seems like haven't played this game like to the fullest because like a lot of ruckus and I don't even know what you're supposed to do with these characters. I'm just riding around town, windows half down. So, and let's give me a smaller icon. So, it's pretty cool, like how far they took this particular game. Like, there isn't any um real rhyme or reason. Like, so you just ride around town, which is interesting that they do this. I don't know. Maybe I should be streaming this on Twitch. And it's only been 15 minutes. What? Okay. All right. I need a drink. Need a break. So hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Let me know what you think. How's life going? Who's watching? Where you watching from? Because you know, life be life, and sometimes we need a break. And like I said, I'm trying out new things. This platform is a doozy. I got my little island shirt on because I figured it's be a little tropical day. Got my grenadine going and a little splash of that. So, for those of you who are wondering, I'm actually making a nice, lovely panty ripper. And you always got to have your coconut rum. I wonder if I can actually start a stream on another stream. Interesting. Need more streaming power? No. Allow this time. That out the way. Can I kill this session? I did not know that I actually can stream directly to StreamYard. Riverside. But there we go. Interesting. So I did not want Riverside to stream. I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't know that there's a watermark either. Okay. What ifs? Have me a drink. We're gonna play some video games, and that's about it. So yeah, all in all, this story came to me when I was actually in the parking lot of a grocery store talking to one of my buddies that's part of my mastermind. And since I was just there, people watching, it just got me thinking, why not you? You showed up to the event. Why not show up as the headliner for why people coming up to you? So this is interesting. Okay. I'm still getting used to this platform. On not even sure if it's actually streaming. Is it streaming on YouTube? See what it looks like. Okay. Mhm. And let's see, the one that's going live right now. And I wonder if YouTube is holding it back because hey, what's going on? Yeah, so this platform is Riverside that I'm playing on. So I'm actually trying it out. So I'm just trying to see how it is on multiple platforms right now. If you can give me a thumbs up, just kind of gets a little bit of engagement, that would be great. Right now. Thank you for liking my live. I appreciate you because like I said, I'm just trying out some things, trying to see if I can get into one of these little raggedy cities and see about parking because the whole show's supposed to be about parking lot. So I figured, why not talk about parking? So, okay, thank you for letting me know that I'm live. All right, so I see regular cars here. Let's see. So everybody going somewhere. Mess up these chairs, get some money. But yeah, so I see a big old city right ahead of me. So I'm gonna go check out. Okay, you already know drop you know what I'm saying? I thank you so much for dropping the thumbs in there. Greatly appreciate you. So what I was talking about mostly, since you're here, is really talking about um the power of like really taking up space. And that's ultimately what it is. And how in the world can you take up space but actually own it? You know, because since we own the space and we're supposed to be taking advantage of what's going on around us, how are we get these coins right quick? How are we supposed to show up and show out if we're not even doing our part inside the community? And because we're not showing up inside the community, how come we don't know what's going on in our lives and how we positioning ourselves for um success? How we not making this happen from a day-to-day perspective? And what are we doing to improve um our lives from day to day? How can we not just position ourselves, but actually like do great in that position? Like you taking up space, you taking up space, but how are you showing up? Are you just because I've seen this today. Somebody actually took up a parking spot, and because they took up a parking spot, they had the back of the car just like out. Oh, come on. So they had the back of the car just poking out. And I'm like, yo, who taught you how to park? You know what I'm saying? Like, did they deserve to take up that spot? Of course. And the reason why they were able to take up that spot was because the spot was available. Now, does that mean that they're more qualified than you are to take up that spot? No. More than likely, they were just doing their own thing and then realizing that hey, the spots are available. I'm gonna just park it any which way I want to. They didn't care about the people. They didn't care anybody else who was around. They were just like, you know what? I'm out here and this is what I'm doing. Versus if you were actually like taking the job seriously of parking, you would actually park correctly inside the lines, not cricket. You make sure the back is straight, the front is straight. So when you're a master of your craft, this is kind of the things that you look out for. But when it comes to the same thing in life, and you showing up to be a speaker, or you showing up to be a leader or somebody to listen to, this is something that I want you to start thinking about: is how are you showing up to your audience? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you showing up for everything else? um how are you showing up for the people that are here for you? I want you to think about that. So while you're doing that and trying to figure things out, I want you to start thinking about what it means to actually take up a space. Not just positioning yourself for it, but are you doing the best of that you can be? And because most people aren't, it kind of look like, oh wow, it was that easy. Sometimes a person who's doing an amazing job don't will make everything seem really easy if you're not careful. And because of that, they're not seeing it as active. Um, and because they're not taking it serious, that causes a lot of people to feel as though they are not doing what they're supposed to do. And because of that, you know, because you're a master of your craft, everybody would think it's so easy. Oh, well, I can do that. I don't care what they're doing. So, I just want you to kind of think about that as you go through life to realize, like, hey, you know what, you're worth it. So, yeah, think about that when you're out and about, you know. So, but I did hear this recently, and I think you guys will like this too. Is that somebody said that, being a leader, and this is going back to um, understanding who you are as a person and really taking things serious is understanding that, you know, you as a driver, as a leader, you are the one driving the vehicle. Your passengers are your teammates. So if you are not telling your team where you're going to be going at, what are you doing, and how you're doing things, it's going to feel like, everybody's watching out for every bump. Everybody's watching out for every nook and cranny in your driving technique. They're going to be figuring out like, okay, well, you know, is there a bump coming up? Oh, I don't know. Is there what's going on? Are we going to make a left right here? Are we going to make a right? Are we just going to keep straight? But if you tell them ahead of time, like, hey, this is what we doing today. This is I'm about to make a right here. I'm about to make a left right here. I'm gonna turn so I'm about to make this left into the tunnel. Okay, cool. Now y'all prepare for it. All right, I'm gonna keep straight right now. Y'all see the big volcano? Ooh, I saw something over here on the left. I saw a cloud thing. Let's go beat up this cloud, see what they got going on over here. So, because I'm saying like where am I going, it's a lot easier to follow. Okay, I'm going underneath this little thing here. I don't even know what it is. If I can make it over there. So, by having that understanding of you as a leader and the one that's in charge of everything, you have to kind of think about it. Like, what are you doing to position yourself so that everybody can know what's going on? So, I want you to think about that. How are you helping out your team? How are you guiding your team? And even guiding the conversation as a expert in your space. When you say that, hey, I'm I'm a speaker, I'm about to tell you story time. Okay, what does story time look like? Okay, well, we know that most people start off with a story. I could say like, all right, right now I'm about to tell you a story about my life, or I'm gonna tell you a story about this time when I fell and I just didn't know what to do next. Um, and I failed at conveying my information. So, understanding those stories and understanding what it's like to not have anything, um, I want you to kind of think about that. What is it that you're doing to improve your situation? Um, Okay, I don't know where I'm at now. All right, I'm getting motion sickness. So we're gonna close that game out. I get motion sickness very easily, so fighting game it is. Um, must be a over 40 thing. I don't know. It seems like the older I get, the the more I feel like um that life be lifing. And since it's Women History Month, I gotta pick a woman fighter girl, a fighting character, of course. Um, but it goes to again, like as a lead, what is what is life going to be like? Oh man, that's right. I just realized this game is going to transition really slow on the stream, so I'm gonna have to turn like this. Let's look at the TV. Um, oh man. So anyway, it's just kind of. Okay, so we got some pretty good people out here playing today. Um, Usually it's a lot easier to play these, but everybody about to get the business because get up out of here. He gets it. Get. So anyway, how's everybody doing today? See, we got. It looks like fun. Yeah, it's okay. It does take some time to get used to. Ah, they got me. Okay, I just need one more hit, and I could have won. Got second place, but I'll take it. Hey, what's going on, Jen? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, just chilling right now. Hopefully, just checking in, see how everybody's doing. Um, it's been quite a doozy. Just learning a lot today. What I'm willing to deal with because it's Women History Month. I'm only playing with the women characters here. So, um, yeah, that's what we're doing today. And since it's St. Patty's Day, why not go green? She looks like what's the name? What's it called? A poison ivy. But yeah. So, thank y'all for coming through. Go on and share this. So I'm using StreamYard. The only thing about it though, it doesn't seem like it'll allow me to change live. Go Edge. New. Try to get me with the old okie doke. Yeah. How in the world? Oh my gosh, this sucks. Got one. Okay. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Hopefully y'all having a good time. What in the world? This game is killing me. But yes, get him out of there. Get this person out of there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what we got. Comments. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay. Ha. Okay. So it's gonna be a delay on me trying to respond to y'all while y'all talk. They getting the business today. That's what I'm talking about. Get up out of here. I'm sorry, I do talk to myself quite a bit. Ha! Got one. Oh, yeah, I tried. All right, third place, I'll take it. But anyway, let's see what we got in the comments. Let's say what game is this? This is Brawlhalla. Hey, you need to be on Twitch with this. I mean, I could still talk business. I mean, I do have a Twitch account, but however, we were talking about finance earlier. We are talking about taking up space and leadership and why it's important. I played Mario Kart earlier, but the reason why I'm doing this is mostly because I wanted to showcase the importance of why taking up space matters and why it's important for you to position yourself to take up space, not just to take up space to be taking up space, but do it correctly. And you showed up this far, you might as well take the spot. So if you ever go to a parking lot and you're always looking for that one spot and you finally find it, do you just like, oh no, I'm not ready to take the parking spot? Or you be like, you know what? I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna back up the vehicle, put it in drive, position it, turn the wheel as far as you can, line it up right, nice and tight. You get out, you can and get out your car. So you went this far, so might as well go ahead on and knock it out. So that's my motto. It's like you did all the work, so let's go ahead on and put in some work. Um, so that's my thing. Yeah, I could have did this on Twitch. I thought I was streaming on Twitch, but it seemed like I'm only streaming on Riverside right now. And I'm like, why would I have Riverside Studio open? So that's my thing going forward is that I need to do better at doing this. Now, one thing would be cool though. What I would like to do, and I'm telling you, I really want to do this in the future. If I could find somebody who also has a Nintendo Switch and we can actually play video games online and still talk finance. That's my goal. So, if y'all want my Nintendo Switch friend number, I think I can do that after this. I can show y'all my friend number after this. And y'all can just sign up. Ah, they got me. Okay. So, but yep. Ha! Dummy. Do. But yeah, we can play any type of game on Switch. Because some of the games now actually actually allow you to kind of do a co-host even if they don't have the game, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So, but yep. What's your name on Twitch? It's actually about that wallet on Twitch. Like I try to keep everything nice and easy. So yeah, that's my name on Twitch. Let's see what else we got. Any comments that came up? Come on now. How am I supposed to win? Okay, I need to lead this. Yeah. Um, because that's one of the things I think I might start doing, which I know I need to do more of. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Need Okay, I need all the Twitch friends I can get. Yeah. What's your handle on Twitch? Jen, let me know what your handle is so we can get some friends on it. Okay, let me see if I can. I think it's under system settings and invitations. Add friends. Okay, so my friend code is here. If y'all can see that. If oh, the my face is in the way. Let me see if I can move my face to the side. There you go. So at the bottom of the screen, down over here, is my friend code. So if you have a Nintendo Switch, excuse me, go down and pause it and add me as a friend. But when you add me as a friend, let me know it's you because I don't want some randos hit me up, be like, "Hey, Anthony, you wanna be my friend? Be my friend on the thing." But yeah, after this, I might go live on Twitch. I'm gonna go live on Twitch after this, and I'll just play some Brawl. Holla, holla. Let's see what other games I got. So these are the limited games that I have. I don't have that many games. So if anybody wants to play, I have mostly Pokemon games. It's all right. I grew up in the Pokemon era. We can make it happen. Okay, let's see. I need all the Switch friends I get. Okay, let me go ahead on and hop on over to Twitch right quick and get you on. See, this is the beauty of doing things live. It's like, let's make this happen because we're talking about finances and we can be friends while we talk about finances. See, Twitch. Gonna log in, log in, log in. Then I need to get my whole passcode. We gotta love two-factor authentication. If I get to the right account. Okay. Go to Twitch. Let's see. Notifications. My channel. Let's see. Let me go to my channel. Let me see if I'm gonna share my screen right quick. I'm gonna switch sharing, and then let me see, share my screen. Okay. Since I'm working off one screen right now, that's what we got. Let's see. I got 2 followers. All right. Let's see. Who are my followers? How can I even check my followers? Um, I don't like that I actually can see my whole calendar like that. But where can I find my followers at? Okay, so these are the channels that I follow. All right, Jen, you said your name is. Let's get your name. Okay, Jen Dub 1908. All right, let's see if we can find you. Jen Dub 1908. There you go. Hey, we got 4 followers. Now
Show
makes
you
them
guys some
proud.
cool pieces.
What?
I
None of
just
my
added this one
recordings ever stay.
today.
How do you get your recordings to
So it
stay? Because I did live.
is.
And that was one of the things that was my problem. It was like my lives just never stay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see, we're gonna do fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. How to keep my videos to stay on there. Because when I go to my page, my channel, I have no videos. Like they say start a stream, customize stream, whatever. So even if I were to go like live right now, quality doesn't matter, whatever. Pop out player. Okay. Uh Not sure why they keep calling it the moneymaker, 8 to 9. That's probably what I was calling it. Um, but it doesn't make sense. So if I were to go live right now using this platform while I'm streaming so many things at one time, what does that look like? What does that look like? Create a dashboard. So this is one of the reasons why I don't do Twitch like that. It's a whole nother platform to learn. It's a whole nother, like, all this stuff in the background. I'm like, all right, so I do stream manager. Okay, start a collaboration. So collaboration settings, my favorites. Okay. Invite guests. Collaboration settings. Okay. So this is a third party. See all your events in one place by select crowd and so forth. Okay, this is you following me 7 minutes ago, Jen. Let's see, quick actions, edit stream info. No. Rate channel, manage goals, stream together. Oh, yeah, I don't want that. They asking your account needs to be phone verified in order to stream together. Yeah, I don't need that. Not right now. Okay, so this is the back end for the stream manager. But for some reason, it doesn't allow me to go stream directly from this particular platform, just a stream manager. Interesting. But I thought stream's supposed to be like streaming tools. Okay, so they telling you what applications to use to stream. Okay, so for you guys who ever looking to stream outside of like StreamYard and actually trying to do like third party apps, these are third party connections that they provide. And I've seen a lot of people recommend and use. Um, so one of the things I heard a lot, which is about Stream Elements, was nice and easy to use. Streamlabs. So when people talk about like, hey, use YouTube and so forth, they can. One of the things that a lot of people say, like broadcasting applications, meaning you're broadcasting to a lot of people. So Streamlabs is very popular. This right here, which is open broadcasting software, we'll hear it called as OBS. That's very popular. Lightstream Studio, I've heard a few people use that. The Twitch app, actually, I didn't know that. So you can stream mobile games or your camera from your mobile device. Ooh. With free streaming tools built from the ground up in your mobile app. Streaming from Twitch to Twitch app is the easiest way to start streaming to Twitch. No setup required. That's pretty cool for your mobile app side of the house. And more broadcasting tools. Prism. I haven't heard of Prism yet. That sounds pretty cool. Mooksy. Mooksy provides alerts, tips, real live feed, visuals, and so forth. So a lot of these tools, they give you options. So you can actually listen to music. I've seen this happen for music. So you can listen to music while you stream. And so it doesn't actually impact your stream because sometimes these platforms will flag you. So you want to be careful there. Let's see, I clip them and it gives options. Oh, that's how you do that. So because think about it, when I stream, let's see, content, video producer, copyright your channel. They're telling you pro tip. I don't have anything. Collections, clips. Okay, so this is what you're talking about, clips from your stream. Okay. My community, I don't have anybody. So see, it shows right here. Like I've streamed before, but it is what it is. You know, they ain't got a half a person watching. You know, doing some research, achievements. I have none. Get 5 people chatting at the same time. One time that happened. Path to partnership. Nope. And so my progress reached 2 followers. I got 1. Streamed 250 hours total. You know, I might go on a marathon and just play video games straight and see how that turns out. Not do anything fancy, just utilize this particular platform and just stream. Okay, so they saying offline. Well, how do we get online? Advanced playback issue. Like I know I can actually stream using this particular platform, Riverside, to stream to Twitch. But I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can just go directly to Twitch and make it happen. Like, can you stream directly to Twitch from Twitch? Can you stream directly within Twitch? Directly streaming with Twitch is possible through Twitch mobile app and the dedicated studio software. So they had dedicated studio software. What? Well, where's the software? Permissions, collaborations with streams. No, don't need that. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. So they got the streaming tools, but they don't say. New to streaming, check out a quick start going live on Twitch. Let's see what they got. And it's tiny for me. Let's go for the rest of y'all. What is streaming? How do I start streaming? All you need is a streaming to be able to. Okay, so I have a console, also known as a video encoder. That's fine. Or software like Twitch Studio. Where do you get Twitch Studio from? You would think you just get it from here. So let's check out Twitch Studio. Talking about refunds, delete my Twitch account. Okay, but they don't talk about the Twitch Studio software. Okay, more refunds, program, delete, create, stream key. Never share your stream key, finding your stream key. Yeah, so if I were to go streaming from this platform, I can't show you my stream key. So I had to put you all on another page once I find it. Because if that's the case, then anybody can just be streaming all my stuff. And I don't want that. I'm sure you all don't want that either. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this more difficult than need be. And then what I can do is I'll just have to just start streaming next time and just call it a day because this ain't it. Oh, do I just start streaming now? Don't look at this. Let viewers know your stream is previously recorded. Let viewers know if your features branded content. if it is branded, but it's not branded content. Let's see. Tags, no fun jazz. Let's say done. Let's see what happens. Stream info's done. Click that. Nope. Read channel. Yep. Manage goals. Start goal. Okay. Then we got stream together. Nope. Don't need that. Add stream marker. Add stream marker with description. What do I need? I just need to start streaming. How about that? How about that? Manage your chat. They don't have much on here. Like, let me just stream. Like, I thought I thought, you know, Twitch was supposed to be the way of the future and make things nice and easy. But it doesn't seem to be that way. Oh, well. It's too much work to figure out. Thanks for coming through. And we're gonna be wrapping up this today. Because I can't figure things out. I'm gonna stream later. Um Going back to the regularly scheduled program, which is what I was playing with earlier. So y'all can see. Where's my game? All right. So this is what I was playing earlier. And for some reason, it's super dark. I'm gonna have to play around with the settings here. See, edit. I wonder if I have a way to actually change the view of the video feed, but it doesn't seem that way. Unless I actually, I'm gonna have to probably change the settings within the app of the Switch so we can get the lightness, screen brightness. Can't set while connected to TV. What? We need display. There we go. Let's see. Automatic. Burn and reduction. Reduce screen brightness to 5 minutes. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, it looks better for y'all. So as long as that's all that matters. Yeah, there we go. And let's brighten up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do one more game and then we're gonna call it a night for the stream. Unless y'all have any questions, any comments about leadership. Not so much leadership, but more so about the imposter syndrome and dealing with what um what people say about you and actually taking up space. Let's see, get rid of some cool pistols. The little kitty cat. Okay, so we're gonna do one last game. I know I'm a little over, but it's just me today. Hopefully, y'all having a good day. Cause, ha, another one bites dust, and third one, and I am awesome. Get out of here. That one's out the way. Get that one out the way. Okay, everybody seem to be waking up now. All right. So it might not last as long as I thought it would. But it's cool. This person getting on my nerves right now, though. And he finally got me. But how are they catching up far as points? See, this is one thing that this game has done is to take out people from to kind of show like so, you know, I'm not the greatest at this game, but you can tell the difference between the ones who play a lot versus the ones who don't. Okay. I won the game and this one, well, I won the battle. Not so much the game, but it was fun times. All right, everybody. Y'all be safe. I'm out.